Hi everyone. My thoughts on this week's discussion were it was okay. I I kind of wanted us to go more in depth, and I kind of preferred the entire class discussion to the small group discussion, but the small group discussion wasn't too bad either. Um, as for the Flipgrid, I don't really like recording videos of myself, but it's something I can get used to. I'm open to change. And huh, I'm most looking forward to learning about sexuality and how it's all connected and how the different sexualities can relate to each other and how sexuality relates to discrimination in other categories such as race and gender, for example. My discussion question for this week was it was related to both the reading from Mr. Kendi and the video that we watched in the lecture called Race, the Power of Illusion. I asked, in Race, the Power of Illusion, one of the speakers says race is a social construct. Ibram X. Kendi also says racism equates to racist policies and ideas to normalize racial inequity, and also says that race is a mirage. How is race a mirage if it is so deeply ingrained in us to see race and not the individual? Isn't it too late to undo the concept of race when we have to take into consideration confirmation bias, the popularity of ancestry kits, and policies that have disadvantaged BIPOC for decades? So, I was, I don't know. It got me to thinking a lot because in our society, everyone is so fixated on race and, like, from birth, basically, we're just trying to see people's skin color basically and see that we're all different from each other, and then stereotypes also play a role into it, like, oh, black people do this or Mexicans do this or white people do this. And I think that with that being a generational thing, it'll be really hard to undo. But in the video about Race, the Power of Illusion, I thought is just really infuriating how the whole concept of race even started, where it was like a hierarchy where Europeans were at the top and then Africans were at the very bottom, and how Africans had the most degrading characteristics, and how it just took off as a classification from there, and how this whole biological science even stemmed off from that, that's still being used to justify race today. And it really bothers me a lot, especially considering that this all happened like centuries and centuries ago, like more than 500 years ago, I guess. And if it hasn't been undone since then, I think we still have a long ways to go until it's just like all the races kind of blurring together into one race to where you can't really tell who's mixed with what. And in addition to that, I find the readings really interesting, like the book by Kendi and the book by Dr. Tatum. I find that they're really good reads, and I look forward to seeing what the other chapters have to offer and finishing them. And I also look forward to next week's discussion. So that's all.